No story is complete without a villain, and no villain is more nefarious, more cunning, or more unabashedly evil than the adversary of God's people, Satan the devil. Now, the Bible has many names for Satan: the adversary, the devil, the evil one, the accuser of our brethren, the prince of the power of the air, a roaring lion, the great dragon, the serpent of old who deceives the whole world. But he wasn't always that way. Once, long ago, Satan was a beloved angel of God. His name, Hillel, often translated Lucifer, literally meant light bearer. He was the shining one, the day star. God described him as the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. He was a leader among the angels and favored in the eyes of God. And then pride destroyed everything. According to the biblical account, Lucifer became enamored with his own beauty and his own wisdom, believing that he was every bit as qualified as God to rule the universe, and then began plotting to overthrow God. It didn't work, of course, but from that moment on, Lucifer became Satan. The light bearer became the adversary. And since that time, Satan has been actively working to undermine God's plan for the human race. He was there in the garden, convincing Eve that the things God had forbidden were the things she really needed. And he's been playing that game with humanity ever since, expertly rebranding sin to look appealing and desirable instead of the awful, destructive thing that it is. Satan knows that if he can keep the human race hooked on sin, he can keep us from God. In his mind, that's a victory. And that's why atonement is so important. After Christ's return to earth, Satan will be captured and bound. For 1,000 years, humanity will have something it's never had before, an existence without Satan operating behind the scenes, deceiving, pulling strings, and perverting justice. The veil of deception that our enemy has cast over the entire world will be removed. And for the first time in a long time, the human race will see clearly. No more question marks. No more debates over morality and ethics. No more stumbling blocks. The God of the universe will speak, and we will listen. At long last, the whole world will have the door opening to something it never knew it needed, a relationship with its Creator. In observing the Day of Atonement today, Christians honor the biblical instruction to afflict their souls from sundown to sundown. That is, to go 24 hours without eating or drinking. This act of fasting, as it's called, humbles us as we strive to achieve the ultimate atonement, a oneness between ourselves and God. Fasting also reminds us that as hungry as we might be for physical food, our need for spiritual food is even greater. And atonement is the day that will allow a starving world to finally be fed. To learn about the Feast of Tabernacles and how it pictures a world where everyone will have the opportunity to belong, click next to continue watching this series. For further reading, be sure to download our free booklet, From Holidays to Holy Days, God's Plan for You.